I went to Vince with that character. I showed him, I want to say I showed him some magazines that had recently featured my builds and explained to him what I kind of wanted to do, and he was all for it.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.
Chuck, if I could just throw it to you to get to the end of your career now in WWE, when you were your biker. Now, I've heard you say this character was more of you, or at least like the image was you, the motorcycle, maybe not so much the character, but can you get into like that character and how it was to shift to that after Billy and Chuck and getting back into WWE?
Yeah, so it was, I guess, I mean, I'm into motorcycles, I'm into Harleys and choppers, so I guess it was kind of, more towards the real me. But honestly, so I signed a 2-year deal in '06, and I knew just the way, you remember '08, right? 2008 was we had a big decline in the business, right?
Yeah.
The economy tanked.
Yeah.
Real estate market tanked. It was a tough time. But I knew my days were numbered. I really did. Just knowing the business, knowing where I was in the business, I knew my time was probably close to being up. And so honestly, I went to Vince with that character. I showed him, I want to say I showed him some magazines that had recently featured my builds and explained to him what I kind of wanted to do, and he was all for it. I knew I wasn't going to be there much longer, and I knew I was transitioning to building bikes full time.
Yeah.
The last few years in wrestling, I had been buying equipment and getting my shop outfitted and stuff like that. And when I was home on my days off, I was working on bikes, building bikes and stuff like that. So that's what it was for me. It was more to get some exposure.
Yeah.
Towards the end of my, that kind of TV exposure is priceless, right? So that was more of it for me. The character itself didn't so the way it started off and the way it ended up really wasn't I had no control over that. I started working with Taker's wife, McCool, and it was kind of a distasteful.
Yeah, I remember.
To me at that point, like the being the psycho and being violent towards women and stuff like that. I get character, but
not where you wanted to go. Not your image.
Yeah, and it's not really something I wanted to do, but I did it. I'm getting paid to do something, I do it. But yeah, honestly, I was just really looking at the future at that point. I had fun. I had fun with it, but I was really looking at the future.
Absolutely, it was very smart. I think I saw you wearing like your shirt.
That's what I used to do. I used to wear my shop shirts with the website on it.
That's super smart. Yeah, I mean that like you said, the TV exposure it's priceless.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.